The following message has been co-signed by the divine and sponsored by Spirit. Beautiful night, beautiful light, and welcome back to love, peace, and happiness. Tarot. Coming to you live from Las Vegas. I go by Melinda NailFanatic, and I'm back to deliver your latest timeless, collective, channeled message from the Tarot in the Shadow series. So if you're here, it's by divine design. If it resonates, pick it up and run with it. If it doesn't, leave it where you found it. Either way, make your choices and decisions responsibly today, because you'll always have the consequences and the repercussions to pay. Oh, excuse me. You have questions, I have answers. You can find those on my website at LPHtarot.com. And after these messages, we'll be right back. Yeah. So, I see the energy that I hear it's go time. I hear it's go time. That it's time to get busy. You've already been shown what you should be busy in. That's going to make change in your life. I heard you have to believe in yourself. You have to believe in yourself, and they want you to spend a lot of time over the next 48 hours in specific, but also for the rest of the next 2 weeks. Intensely over the next 48 hours, keep it going for 2 weeks. Linger that energy through, milk it through of taking the time to visualize the attainment of the accomplishment and the way that feels. And not even just going to the accomplishing moment, but when the accomplishing moment is a memory that has happened already. Okay, so that you're now living in the state that you desired for yourself. Okay, bringing that state into now, and then matching the nuances of the situation with what you look around and see in your now, because there are some similarities. Okay, so we'll see what that's talking about tonight. I'm working with the Kawaii Tarot. We haven't had this one on the show in a little while. So, let's see what is the energy now. We have the Five of Cups coming through. The Five of Cups. This is my feelings are changing card. Okay. Feelings are changing in a situation right now. Alright. Let's see your destination. Your destination is the Fool card energy. And it's talking about letting go and moving forward and moving on, starting over again, taking that fresh leap, being in that new place. Okay. There's a helping hand here for you, and what's going to help you do that is the Three of Swords, which says, in order to move on, you're going to have to recognize the truth that hurts like a bee but sets you free. There's a distraction at play, and what it is, the distraction at play is thinking about trying to materialize a partnership. If you're using all that visualization energy to bring somebody in to love you, then you're using it in a way that's not to your best advantage. Right now, your best advantage would be into helping you to attain things for yourself, not necessarily in regards to a partnership, though. What are the qualities that it will behoove you to attain all of your goals, okay? Because everything is not about some partner in your life, okay? What's the guidance? What's the guidance? The guidance is the Ace of Pentacles. All right. Whoa, and it comes out with the Ace of Wands. Wow. Ace of Pentacles and Ace of Wands. Yeah, it's time to be busy and making something and doing something here productive. The Six of Wands at the bottom of the deck is talking about overcoming some sort of battle and like being recognized as being in a winning position. So you're being recognized right now, like you're in a good position. That's evident. It's not like it's just something in your head. Other people can see this right now. I heard prized position. So let's go ahead and pull off the top now and see, why is this Five of Cups here? We have the Knight of Cups, the Four of Swords, the Seven of Wands, and the Eight of Wands. They're saying to make progress right now. It's a good time for you. It's not a good time to try to go and do outside. Again, it's a time to go and do inside about what okay, so there's a very push-pull energy. And because the push is get out there and make it happen. The pull is like, no, just stay here and feel it out for now. Do the pre-paving work as the pull. So it's like, again, what I'm saying and getting is the same idea, that it's an advantageous time for you to be in your meditation. Make sure that, outside of work and children and laundry and whatever else that you have to do, that you're making that time to sit and get with your spirit, calm your spirit. And I hear you're going to be feeling some intense emotional draws. It'll be easier for you to tap into those telepathic connections that came out. Was it last night or earlier today? Losing track, the readings all blending together. Yeah, it'll be easier for those telepathic connections to come through. But it's good because it's the ideal time for you to shut those down where they need to be and grow them where you want to grow them, all at the same time. So if you want to grow them, then you welcome that connection. When you see them, when you hear them spiritually, you welcome them, you welcome them back again. Okay, invite them back. Invite it back. Where it's an unwanted telepathic connection, you thank them for showing up and let them know that it's done. They don't need to come back here anymore, and rescind all invitations. Okay. The destination is, I heard free and clear with the Fool card. Clarifying that, we have the World coming out with the Nine of Cups, coming out with the Ten of Swords, and the Knight of Wands. So your destination is to be in a new energy where you can get what you want, instead of getting, feeling like the opportunities are betraying you, the individuals in the opportunities are betraying you. Like, this shit is unreliable. I'm decided about it. Why is it still showing up unreliable? So you're trying to get where shit ain't always on shaky ground all the time, where like you put your effort to something and it actually pays off. Because I see in here, like, I work so hard and it's like never getting where I'm trying to be. There's always some sort, I hear there's this vibe of always some sort of blockage in the way. So the destination is to let go of all of that, so that all these blockages can't. So if you're feeling blocked somewhere right now, is a great time to really investigate, okay, first off, this is how I feel blocked. This is what area of my life feels blocked. Is the blockage even mine? And immediately I hear no. Is the blockage even real? And again, I hear no. And it's like, okay, so what has to shift in my energy, and how easily can I shift my energy to be in a receptive state so that I can get through and that the paths are open and clear, I hear. So the path would be open and clear. Okay. Oh, Lord. So you're doing that. You're sitting up here and you're like, okay, what opens up this path? opens up this path to, what is it? For some of you, it's the path to love. But for more of you, this is the path to self-love, self-acceptance, to confidence, and to financial stability. Yeah. Because again, they're saying, yeah, it's not about other people right now. Okay. So what's going to help you is the truth that hurts like a bee, it sets you free. You're going to realize when you asked, what is it that makes me feel separate? What is it that creates that resistant energy, that resistant frequency, that blockage in me from the attainment of what I deserve and what I chose for myself? In that case, what is it? Well, guess what? You're going to get the answer. That answer is the Three of Swords that hurts like a bee and sets you free. The clarity that comes in, King of Pentacles, there it is. That's the getting what you want and having the resources. And the Hierophant. Okay. King of Pentacles and the Hierophant. Doing the right thing. Yeah. Always doing the right thing. Okay. Wheel of Fortune and the Ten of Pentacles. Wow. So the truth that hurts like a bee and sets you free is, it has to do with all that family energy that you just, like, you close out some habit, some cycle of behavior, some attachment to, and maybe even completely shut down some connections to some family energies. That's what was keeping you going round and round in this same situation. That you had to break free from those. Not repeating the same sins of your father and your mother. Whether it was aggression or greed or thievery or deception, whatever it was, it's just like not following their example. And for some of you, I'm strongly getting like, in order to remove that influence from your life, like you can look around, you can look through your phone, and you probably don't have any family members' phone numbers in there anymore. Or is it just one or two? There's something here about overcoming the challenges that you adopted, inherited, that you observed and learned and made your own from your family life, from how you came up. Somebody's like, what family life? I'm picking up on somebody here who their early childhood memories are orphanage memories. And then adopted, what are those? When you're not adopted, but it's temporary custody. Foster homes, thank you, foster homes. Somebody here, that's their family background. And so that gave them a vibe of not having enough, not being in a place of being wanted, okay? A lot, oh, fuck. Okay, so this energy could even bring up some repressed memories of childhood violations, because what they just showed me was, as a kid, there were some things happening around the house that your every inclination told you to run from them. But because you were a kid, they brought you back. They take you back home because you're underage. And so you didn't try to run anymore. So being made by authority figures to sit in an energy that was, I'm hearing, toxic and unhealthy, a violation of rights was happening in that home life. And sitting in that energy because you couldn't get away from it, because they were the parents and you were just a kid. That did something strong to your vibration. I see also for somebody like there's some strong resistance to money because, you know, you always had to struggle. Your mother, you watched a single mother, you watched your single mother struggle, and I'm seeing cans of beans. Cans of beans? It's like somebody donated a bunch of canned food and there was a whole lot of beans in there. And y'all like lived off of that, and you'll never forget that point. It wasn't always like that, but that was like the worst of it, where all y'all had to eat was just fucking beans for days. You're like, yeah, I still don't fucking eat beans anymore. I'm picking up on somebody's energy who has been, like you found your own way and your own style. But I almost pick up like an energy like when you touch an autistic person and they fucking flash. They flip the fuck out on you. You can't touch them. They don't like to be touched, right? Somebody here, you're like that, but you don't have autism. It's a reflex because I hear you ran away from home when you were 12 years old because you were being touched inappropriately, and you kind of been just fending for yourself the whole time. You did reestablish contact with your mother. I hear with your mother, not your parents. I was going to say your parents. I said no, with your mother. You did reestablish contact with your mother, but that's never gotten into the place of trust and strength, and it's not that idealistic mother situation. It's not anywhere close to it, but you will speak to her. I heard the only reason you reconnected with your mother was because you needed some documentation, and she had to help you get it because you were still underage out here trying to live in these streets and handle your business, but you were trying to get things better. So your whole life, like you've been in a survival mode. There's something about the energy right now that wants to take you out of survival mode and let you know that you're safe. And it's not only possible, but it is like you're so far out of that situation now. You've got a place to stay. You've always had a place to stay. I heard since you were 19 years old. Since you were 19, you've had a stable place to stay. You take a lot of pride in that. Are you 26 right now, or did something significant happen when you were 26? Oh, they said that's when you bought your first house. Wow, fuck, you were young. But it's all because you spent so much time in the streets. You still have that thing where if people try to touch you, you flinch and you like get ready to fight. You don't like people touching you. And you wonder, will you always be that way? Because sometimes it's very embarrassing. Sometimes it's very embarrassing, but they say you don't have to always be that way. What you need is to remind yourself that you're safe, that you're secure, and that you created it for yourself. It wasn't given to you in the way it should have been given to you as a child. And that was 6 long years of abuse, I hear. 6 long years of abuse that you endured. But you have it now. As a result, when you do get attached to somebody, it's one somebody, and you're very, very clingy, obsessive, and very, very, like, just a very overpowering energy in the connection because of that. And so this is coming up for you today because this is about you having a shift in your energy so that you don't have to feel so attached to these ones, because now where you had suffered certain abuses as a child, those abuses have changed, and because of your clinginess, because of your attachment issues, which are a side effect of your abandonment issues from your childhood, you want to let that all go right now. They said that's happening in your energy right now. And the fact that you've aligned with this message is further evidence that it's already happening right now. And I'm not doing anything in your energy. I'm just telling you what they're showing me, what Source is showing me about your energy, that the change is already happening. That's why you've aligned with this message. And the change comes because you asked for it. You wanted it. So that you are somebody who you've just been asking to heal this this triggering from this terrible abuse that you went through as a kid, and then, you know, all the difficult situations. I'm even looking at an abandoned building. Like, did you at some point, did you even stay in an abandoned building because you just didn't know where the fuck to go? You didn't know where to go. Yeah, things are much better now. You made it better for yourself. They want you to take a lot of pride in yourself. Now, others of you, all these different experiences I'm talking about, you're like, I don't have that experience. But what it is reminding you of while you're listening, they're saying is another experience where these have been symbolic of something. Okay. So it's helping you right now is that you've been on the path of developing yourself. You've been building stability for you in the yourself in the world. You've been a very hard worker, and you've made a lot of accomplishments for yourself, and you had to do it on your own. Over the next 48 hours in specific, intensely, but again, continuing and lingering through and milking through the next 2 weeks from the time you find this message, you're going to notice like wanting to be home, feeling like sleepy, feeling like I just need to rest. Your energy is experiencing a huge shift. I hear a genetic upgrade, DNA upgrade, light code upgrades, however you want to speak about it. What it is your physical body is raising in frequency to where it's changing shape. And they're showing me, I don't know the name of the plates that they use, where they put sand on it or sugar or something like that, grainy, and they blast frequency at it, and you can see the patterns change. As the frequency changes, it'll make different patterns. If you know what that's called, put it in the comment box. But and they're showing me that since your frequency is changed, the same thing is happening in your genetics. When they change the frequency to that frequency plate, it causes the shape of the frequency waves, of the sound waves, okay, to change shape in the vibrating sand or whatever it is that's there on the plate. You can see the image shift in front of your face and go into a new formation. And as long as it stays on that frequency, it'll be in that formation. So what they're showing me is that this is what's happening intensely over the next 48 hours and lingering through for 2 weeks from today's date, whenever you find this timelessly. That's a pretty deep message. Okay. So they're saying the physical effects of this. Sleepiness, again, sleepiness. Boy, I'm whipped. I just want to take a nap today. Yeah, take that freaking nap. The other thing that some of you can notice is random and sporadic headaches. In the frontal lobe, I'm hearing of the frontal lobe, so they'll be towards the front of your head a lot. And in the around the back, so it might even feel like you got a halo. I can see your halo. Because they're saying when it's hitting the front of the brain. Now, I've never studied brain mapping, but each position on the brain correlates to different types of thought processes. There's something you can look up about it, but what they're showing me is this is happening because as your raised frequency is causing your atoms to vibrate into a different pattern. Your genetics are changing, your synaptic patternings are changing, and it's happening in your front conscious awareness and they're saying your rear, because they're showing me the power band. Power band. Yeah, if you stick your fingers behind your ears, you feel that little lump and where it goes in right there, where your fingers fit real snug into that little groove behind your ears. That's the power band area. So they're showing me that power band area. What's held in the power band is all of the programs, the artificial intelligence, the filters, all of the things that you adopted, that you observed coming up in this world. All that information is held in this place. So the back of the head that's why it feels like it's a halo, where it's like the headache feels like it's kind of it could be feeling like it's rotating around your head, Or you could be feeling it like it's all around your head at once, from the back all around to the front, full circle. Because it's working on your conscious synaptic patternings and rewriting. I'm hearing rewriting the subconscious programming. Wow. Okay. So rewriting the subconscious programming. Interesting. Big deal. Okay. If you have not already listened to solfeggios or frequency intentionally as you sleep, you definitely want to begin to implicate that technique. Bring that in, honey. You want to do that now more than ever. If you used to do it and you haven't done it in a while, for the next 2 weeks, make sure you're sleeping with intentional frequency. I'm hearing confidence, blast confidence frequency, okay? Or you would, solar plexus, solar plexus, frequencies, solfeggios, binaural beats, all of it. You can use all of it, whichever one you like. Again, it doesn't have to be full audible. It doesn't have to be all freaking loud. It could be just the faintest whisper going on in the room. When we do it, our volume is on 1 because it plays continuously throughout the day and the night. Well, we've been doing it for years. Over the next 2 weeks, that's all they're asking for. Take some time. You can do it on your phone or your tablet. So if for you, confidence seems to be an issue, solar plexus, binaural beats, solar plexus chakra, anything that's going to enhance the solar plexus chakra is what you want to focus on. Okay. And then also, they're telling you be careful in the choice of which programs you use for this, because a lot of them will talk about eliminating this and destroying that. In other words, they're still bringing conscious focus to exactly what you don't want. Those are not the videos you want to use. Those are not the programs that you want to use for this type of work. When it talks about increasing, for example, increasing confidence, joy, and positivity in your life, that's the one you want. You don't want the one that talks about eliminating fear and shyness and laziness. No, that's not the video that you want, because the focus point is on exactly what you don't want more of. What you do want is confidence. You want ambition. You want drive. You want motivation. You want pride. You want courage. Okay, so when you're picking your solfeggios, your frequencies, your binaural beats, your subliminal programmings for this next 2 weeks, okay, it will behoove you to use ones that are going to talk about that. So if confidence has been part of the issue, they want you to go ahead and use solar plexus energy, energy of the sun in your binaural beats, and your subliminal programmings. Okay, so those are some keywords you can put in the search box to help you find that. Now, for somebody here, this has a lot to do with your finances and your or feelings of victimization. For both of those, they want you to use the solfeggios, binaural beats, and frequency tones, subliminals, for empowering the root chakra. Now, for those of you who are doing this by your phone, they're really going in on this. If you're doing this on your phone, you're going to have to choose one video, unless you have a phone that will let you open up multiples on it. I don't know about those. But on your laptop, you can open up 7 different windows, take them all to different videos, and if you can do that, do all 7 of the chakras, okay? Do all 7 of the chakras. All right, can we just move on? We've got made our point freaking clear. Listen to solfeggios, binaural beats, and frequency overnight for 2 weeks. Okay. Now, let's go back to our spread, because there's a distraction here. The Page of Cups. So I'm just like, I've been trying it, but I can't sleep with my headphones on. You don't have to have headphones on. Oh my God, they're not done with this whole thing. You do not have to have headphones on. And there's that halo energy. Oh my freaking God. I told you it feels like a halo, right? All right. I'm hearing Soul Star Chakra. Soul Star Chakra. They're still on this. Soul Star Chakra. So you can do some for spiritual development. If you feel like your blockage, your difficulty, your challenges on spiritual evolution right now, some enhancement of the Soul Star Chakra will be wise for you. Okay, so clarifying the distraction being the Page of Cups, we have the Eight of Swords coming out with the Empress. Okay, coming out with the King of Swords and the Page of Pentacles. Okay. So the distraction is like you feel like you should have done more by now and being really hard. So there's something here that's causing a distraction in your energy from your power. And it has to do with feeling like you should have done more by now. You should have had more by now or accomplished more by now. And being really hard on yourself. They said, we're going to need you to acknowledge how far you've come. Because if you would pay more attention to your accomplishments all this time, there would even be more accomplishments. But if you keep focusing on what you have not done, yes, you need to focus on what you haven't done to get it done. But not from the place of feeling crappy about it. Like, feel good. I'm still going to do this. I'm doing this now. I'm making this happen now, okay? Not like, damn, I should have had this done already. I don't know. I've been a lazy asshole and I haven't done everything I could. And I got caught up with this happened and that threw me off course. And with sorrows, angers, bitterness, and regrets, that's the part. That's the part that messes it up. You know, if you're like, okay, so I didn't already accomplish that, but I'm making steps towards it every day. They're saying baby steps, baby. Yeah, they're saying it's okay for you to take baby steps, baby. So guidance for you, they want you to, with the Ace of Wands, stand in your power. It's your hour of power right now. Justice is coming out with, we have Justice and the Page of Swords. Justice is in your favor, okay? Wow. With the Star and the freaking Ace of Swords, and honey, that's the truth. Wow. So, you're going to be seeing something new is coming into your life, a new understanding, new awareness. You're getting a new epiphany, a new understanding, some clarity, okay, that's coming in about how you have done what you should. Of course you are, because we're sitting up here telling you to not get so hard on yourself about how far you've come in this life, but rather to be grateful for it. Of course, that means that there's going to be more to be grateful for in that way. What this is going to do is deliver some sort of helpful experience into your life, whether it comes in the energy of a person, a resource, some knowledge, highly likely a knowledge, a connection, a conversation with a person who has the answers about a legal question you have, the truth that comes in about how you are judged innocent. I heard innocent until proven guilty. They could never prove you guilty of shit. I heard they could never prove you guilty of shit. You've been deemed innocent. And again, I'm still feeling this on a spiritual plane. This is on the spiritual plane still, is what I'm getting. All right, with the Ace of Pentacles, also in the guidance and what's going to help you, we have the Hermits, clarifying that with the Nine of Wands. We have Angel number 9. And then the last reading, or one of the last two readings, was entitled It's 100. Okay? So, listen, you've already done everything here. You've already done everything here. The resource shows up in your physical world, okay? And here's the cold part about it. It's showing up because you've been doing it on your own for so long. You're actually attracting resources that have been wanting to get to you for so long. And it has to do with you taking this truth that hurts like a bee and setting you free and letting go of this family tradition of victimization, this family tradition of we can't have shit, the family tradition of nothing ever works out for us, all this bullshit, hooey-pooey, rat's ass conversation that has gone around and around your family members' mouths. And the consciousness attached to that is what you're letting go of at this time, to free your energy so that you can put something else in line for yourself. Okay, and it looks like, wow, the Six of Cups energy with the Tower, with the Hermit and the Nine of Wands. There's something here you wanted since you were 9 years old. You can't remember. You can't look back and remember it right now. But when it comes in, oh, you're going to be happy. Somebody here, you know damn well you had that vision when you were 9 years old. Something is happening here to push that along. There's assistance here. Wow. For somebody here that was abused in their home by their parents, you were 9 years old when you realized that your parents shouldn't have been doing that and they should apologize. I heard you went to your parents and you told them, if I do something that hurts a person, I'm supposed to apologize. You spanked me and that hurt and I didn't like it. You should apologize. And oh my God, that like really fucked with your consciousness, because as a child, you knew that if you hurt somebody, you apologize. Your parents taught you that, but they were the same ones that were putting hands on you. They did not apologize, and you called them out on it as a kid. You're the same one that left home when you were 12 and bought a house by 26. Well, God dang. Something big is coming in for you here. It comes in a surprising way. Yeah, changes are coming that you didn't see. The Two of Pentacles and the Moon is coming out. And literally they're giving me again for 100% of you who watch this, everybody who's watching this. How can she say that? Because I'm not saying it. This is what source is telling me, okay? Is that 100% of you who watch this, at the very minimum what this means for you is that you've shifted your consciousness and your genetics are changing as a result. That synaptic patterning, that halo, that some of y'all feeling a headache going around your head like a halo, you're feeling so fucking tired, not understanding why all of a sudden you just want to nap like crazy, sleep all day, or maybe while you're up all night, you can't sleep at night. You don't have nothing in particular. And then also that energy where you've got this really uneasy feeling and you feel like everybody from your past is trying to tap into you. They're reaching you telepathically. All this stuff is you literally changing your energy. Because they said, well, I don't understand why I gotta be allowing them to get through in order to cut that energy. Well, because to cut it, you have to touch it. You have to hold it to cut it. So there's something here about when somebody is tapped into your energy, as it pertains to a person who's tapping into you telepathically, while they're tapped into you is when you cut it. You got to be touching it to cut it. You can't cut it if you're not touching it. It has to be active to cut it. So there's something here about that going on here. And again, where it's not related to a specific person and that telepathic connection, this is going to be your memories coming up. This is going to be those feelings coming up. All of a sudden you got this uneasy feeling and you don't know why. It's actually attached to that shit. So when these feelings come up, is this mine? I heard no. It was never yours, but you held on to it all these years. So what the fuck you mean it wasn't mine? Are you saying my feelings aren't valid? No, that's not what the fuck I'm saying. It actually wasn't yours because it was attached to that experience, and you're not in that experience no more, so it's no longer yours. It belongs to that experience. That experience is gone. It's been gone since the minute you got out of there and you walked away from it. You just didn't know, and you are dragging that experience out into your life every day, over and over and over again. And this time you're going to wake up and you're going to say, okay, cut it. The cost is way too high. You need to cut it. I heard, okay. Oh, boy. What you need to know is you have overcome so much. Anything that's left is lingering in your head, baby. It's in your head. Okay. Let's go ahead and go into family, since family came up in this. I'm going to pull from the Shadowscapes Tarot. Can't remember the last time I used the Shadowscapes Tarot on the show. But let's go ahead and see what's the message in regards to family life. Show me what's happening here regarding family life situations. And I got 2 more tarot decks. We'll see what else we're going to talk about. We already talked about spirituality. This whole, the use of the Kawaii Tarot was all about spirituality. Now we're going to talk about family using the Shadowscapes Tarot. And then on deck I have the Nightmare Before Christmas Tarot. And in the hole I have the Pocket Goddess Tarot. So that was a crappy shuffle. Do it again. Wow. What's with these cards? They don't want to shuffle. There. One good shuffle. Finally. Thank you. All right. There are reversals in this deck. So we'll see what that's all about. Let's see what's coming out in regards to family life. The current energy regarding family life. What do we have in the experience? Okay. You have the 2 of Pentacles coming out with the 8 of Wands. 2 of Pentacles and 8 of Wands are talking about balance is happening because you're busy at work. Okay, some of you are working an 8-hour job and a 4-hour job. You're working 2 jobs. Okay, that's affecting your family. Somebody here, you have 2 children, and loving both of them all the time and making sure you cater to both of them is keeping you very freaking busy, because your children have similar interests in certain areas, but they have their separate interests in separate areas, and they're not the same age, and they're so individual. And between working 8 hours and taking care of the children, you feel like you got your hands full. Okay. Where the energy is going for you, coming out with the 6 of Wands, the King of Pentacles, and the Page of Wands in reverse. So there was some bad news that you had. I see that somebody here, you kind of got yourself caught up in regards to getting to know somebody and trying, it's like, Oh, okay, thank you. There's one of the children that's been bringing a friend around. Okay, I'm picking up on somebody's kid here who's having a hard time because they have a friend who has a lot of means. This kid has been coming around the house, and the kid always has some story that it's actually quite normal, but it's a little bit more lavish than what your children are used to. Your children are becoming, somebody here, your children are becoming aware of the haves and the have-nots energy. And that's kind of stressing you out a little bit. That's causing some stress for your kid. You're proud of what you have. You know how far you've come to get here and how hard you've worked to get here. Somebody's child is learning what it's like to be embarrassed, to not have as much as the Joneses. Somebody's child is trying to keep up with the Joneses. And it's like overcoming that. How do I overcome that? That's your destination. What you need to know is you will overcome this, okay? You will overcome this. Yeah. This kid that we're talking about is 12, 13, or 14 years old in specific, okay? What's going to help you is the 10 of Pentacles, and it's in reverse, okay? So this kid, since they feel like they want more, they want to begin to, what you're going to find is this kid wants to mow lawns, do chores. This kid's got an entrepreneurial spirit. It's interesting. I don't feel like this is a bad thing at all. I feel like this is a really good thing. This kid got inspired to have an entrepreneurial spirit. This is the kind of kid that's going to be trying to mow somebody's lawn, clean up around somebody's house, clean out their gutters, take the trash out for them. I'll walk your dog type of stuff. I'll clean the poop out the kennel. Why am I hearing the kennel? That's a big ass dog run if you need to hire a kid to clean the poop out of it. What neighborhood do y'all live in? Anyways, but there's something here about keeping up with the Joneses. Somebody's kid wants to work so they can help y'all keep up with the Joneses. You ain't taking nothing from this kid, but you don't want to squash your entrepreneurial spirit either. But there's some concerns with you, like this kid is really young to want to be working right now. They're saying it's actually really good because your kid is trying to get out in the world where the distraction is showing up as the hermit energy. The kid's tendency is to just go be by themselves in their room and kind of fuck the day off. This kid wants to move around. They want to make some things happen so that they could distract themselves from that. It's actually going to be good for the kid, but you got some reservations about having your child get out there and go to work like that. Then I hear another mom coming through, and she's like, oh, hell no, you want to get a job? Go for it. I heard, I can start charging you for plates. Oh, my God. Oh, wow. Okay. Funny. This mama got jokes. Okay. What's the guidance? The world is in reverse. So there's something here about your kid, because we're talking about a family situation here. Your kid is making a decision of what they want to do to try to better their situation. They done seen somebody, and your challenge in this part of it is don't get caught up with trying to keep up with the Joneses. If you want to have more, there's nothing wrong with it. Fine. You want to do something? Keep yourself busy. Make something to do. And yeah, your time is definitely worth charging for. So is your services. You know what I'm saying? It's one thing to be helpful, but it's another thing when you could be earning as well too. So you can give where giving is necessary, and you can earn where earning is available. But there's something here about don't get distracted too much by the money, and you can always choose different things in this world. Just because you do this now doesn't mean you'll do this tomorrow. So I don't even see like the kid is only doing lawns. Like this kid is not like that. This kid, the way I see it is like, go around and interview the neighbors. Find out what kind of help they need around the house. What can you do? It's something like that. This is those kids' mentality. They're like, well, I know how to take care of the dogs. I know how to give the dogs a bath. I know how to pull the weeds from the garden. I know how to cut the grass. I know how to dump the trash. I know how to build a dog house. I don't know. This kid knows how to do certain things, and I see this kid has got the mindset of going out and finding out what service do you need that I can provide. Interesting. They're kind of like a Google of services and a kid. Interesting. All right. This is weird. The bottom of the deck is Judgment card. Okay, for some of you, this kid is not a little kid, but you saw this in them since they were about 12 years old, and now you're watching this person. Wow, for somebody here, your child is more grown up. I just saw that. Your child is beyond 20 now, and you're watching this child build up all these resources and do all these different things, and you're just sitting back in awe. And you're worried about them burning out and stressing out and doing too damn much. But they're actually regenerating energy while they're doing things because they're doing the things that are on their heart. I see somebody here who is being drawn to reconnect with a family member, a specific family member that they've left alone in the past. Being guided to reconnect with this person because you've changed. Interesting. This person that you're going to be reconnecting with specifically told you that you would never amount to anything. You would never accomplish your goal or your dream, but you did. And this is just like, I'm not done yet energy. And something is happening. I don't feel like you're instigating this at all. So it's not like you're going through your phone and finding that one or two family members' numbers that's in your phone and reconnecting with them to tell them, hey, I did that. I've been in business. I'm still in business now. Okay. Yeah, because for somebody here, they rooted for somebody else in it. Let's just say we're talking about you started a business. Okay, because that's the example they're showing me. That's how they're showing me this experience to relate the right words to you. The perfect words for your experience are coming through this. You started a business, and like 3 years after you started a business, let's say your cousin started a business as well. Their business was like, let's say they started a hot dog cart. Meanwhile, you have like a brick and mortar restaurant. Like you have a whole restaurant, or you have a store or something like that. And somebody in the family, like they couldn't celebrate you being in business, but when this person opened up their hot dog cart, they were so excited to tell you all about it. It's like, oh, well, that's nice. That's wonderful. I'm happy for them, you know? But in the back of your mind was the thought of, why didn't you get that excited about my business? Y'all never was so excited to hear about me being in business. I've been in business for years already. I got a whole brick and mortar location. So then, now something's happening where you're reconnecting with this person. Like I said, you're not instigating it. But that little hot dog stand might have lasted less than a year. I'm hearing it lasted less than a year. They said, did it last 8 months? I don't know. I'm not seeing that, how long it lasted. The little hot dog stand, they were so excited to rub into your face. Oh, your cousin done started a hot dog stand. That shit went down so fast, and now you're like 14, 15 years in the game, still in your own, entrepreneur, doing the damn thing, growing, thriving, living your best life. And you ain't worried about these people. They ain't on your mind, but something is happening. It's putting you in their face and them in your face. And they're going to ask, oh, so whatever happened? And they're expecting to hear, oh, no, that didn't work out type of shit. Yeah, that's what they are hoping to hear. Because they want to have a good laugh about it. They're not going to tell you that that's what they're hoping to hear. But that's what they got going in their head. Like, oh, I bet you she ain't even got that going on no more. Like, that shit must have come to us. Oh, no, actually, I just moved locations. I'm in a better location, in a better neighborhood now. We upgraded the whole shop. And they're going to be like, dang. And I'm hearing, but why is it significant for this experience to happen? Because these motherfuckers was betting against you. These people were betting against you the whole time. That's fucked up. That's part of their karmic repercussions. And that's part of what I'm seeing that's happening here. Spirit is saying it's time for karma to be served. And for some of you, the karma is for your enemies that you didn't even know were your enemies to see you and bump into, even in the family. Yeah, even in your family. Because everybody's family ain't on their side. You know what I'm saying? To bump into you, to hear about how, yeah, you still, this is somebody's going to see you thriving, okay, from in the family. We're talking blood relations, not your chosen family. That they were against you. You didn't even realize they were against you. But when this experience happens, something's going to click in you, and you're going to remember this reading. And now you're going to understand why you felt so weird around them all the time. Like, what is it? I always thought they didn't like me. You were fucking right. You were right. Not only did they not like you, they were wishing ill will against you. And some of these muckahuckahoos that were cousins, aunties, or siblings actually tried to put some bad energy on you intentionally. Yes, somebody tried to work some candle magic against you, or try to do something with your hair from your hairbrush, or something stupid. You know what I'm saying? These fools, they don't even understand. And it's not because you delight in those who have been against you, watching you. You didn't even know these people were really against you like that. But the universe is part of their karmic repercussions. Source says, okay, you thought you could take them down. Well, let's let you see how that worked out. Because so far, the only thing that's happened is the ones that they were invested in, which was themselves, they've been having struggles, and you're still thriving. You're still doing what you do. So that shit didn't work at all. Yeah, at all, I heard. So let's see what's going on in our relationships, love relationships, romantic relationships. Some experience wants to come through here today. I'm doing the readings weird, different every day. It feels like every day we're doing them differently. But this is what I'm getting for today. So, in regards to romantic connection, we have judgment coming out here. Judgment. Okay. They said go ahead and just lay the whole spread. So your current energy is judgment. The destination here is the Hermit in reverse. The helping hand, the assistance that's here for you, is the Knight of Presence. The distraction in this situation is, what is it? The Lovers in reverse. And the guidance in this is the Two of Presents. Okay. The bottom of the deck regarding romance and romantic connections, we have Justice. So regarding romantic connections, they want me to go about the spread first and talk about our coupled people, and then I'll go back over the whole spread again and talk about as it applies to singles. In our couples, somebody here, you're signing some sort of documents. Are you guys signing a lease together? Are you buying a house together? You're designing something together. There's some couples here that are painting something together. I'm seeing a couple that is signing their divorce decree. I'm not even going to lie. I heard signing their divorce decree. There's somebody here who's signing their divorce decree. And I see a couple who has shown up having a second chance today. Okay. They want to talk about the second chance couple. I'm like, okay, so you just gave me like 10 different scenarios. Which fucking story am I talking about? I can't stand when y'all do that. In regards to couple connections, second chances are happening right now. And where this is going is like, with the Hermit in reverse, it's like presenting it, making it official, bringing it back in the public, not hiding it. Not hiding it this time around, letting it be known. I feel like for you, the first time y'all worked together, you kept the connection very private, and that turned out to be a problem. Oh, shit. Okay. You two were together before. And when you were together before, you ended up breaking off the connection because you felt bad about karmic repercussions of one of you was in another relationship and one of you was a side person. Somebody was cheating in this in the first go around. So you broke it off. You broke it off. Well, you're telling me you're telling me you're gonna break up with them and you're gonna leave them, but I don't believe you. I heard I don't believe you. So I'm going to break up with you because I would have never want to be in that position. I heard you lied to me at the beginning, and I would never want to be in that position. You lied to me at the beginning, and no. I'm not down with that. And it's really fucking with my head right now. And so I can't even see you no more. Somebody's coming back around. They've been single for a year now. They haven't been with anybody. They really did want to leave their person and come to you. But they understood what you said when you said, no, I wouldn't want to be her. I wouldn't want to be in their position. You're going to have to do this because you want to do it. And then it's like, I hear chance brought you back together. Were you sitting in like sitting at a cafe or waiting in the grocery line? There's something here about food and idling, just sitting there. Were you at the laundromat and you were snacking on a honey bun at the laundromat? And y'all came back together? What? I hope not. But anyways, I don't know why I hope not. But anyways. So, the thing is, this person, they did it. They literally did leave the connection. And they didn't do it while you were together. And so you were not their scapegoat, so to speak. You weren't their... I guess you told them, I'm not interested in being your rebound or something like that. And I sure as fucking not going to be your other woman. So I just can't do this right now. And you left. Well, this connection's coming back around. The distraction is that, like, you know that this person left somebody in their past. And you just went for it anyways when they came back around because you said, well, time has passed. It's not like they just broke up. And it's not like you broke up with them and came running into my arms. But yeah, okay, cool. We can talk. Like, let's see how this goes. And I hear taking it easy because it's still kind of fresh. I heard this person is so happy to be back in your arms again. I see this person likes, you sit on the sofa and they lay in your lap type of thing. That's what I'm seeing in this image here. You lay in the sofa, somebody's sitting watching the show and the other one's laying in the lap, playing in somebody's hair. They're so happy to be with you. I heard you said, I'm not jumping into moving in right away or none of that stuff you were talking about before. But we can spend time together and see how it goes. They said, just leave it there right now and let it be that. And enjoy that part of it and that phase of it and draw it out. Give it more time. Don't rush. It's probably only been 2 months now that y'all been back to talking. They said, see if you can keep this vibe going for 2 years. That just fucked with somebody's head. They were like, 2 years? Yep, 2 years. I feel like that was your person. When you tell them, if we can stay good like this, like we are for 2 years, then we can talk about moving in. Or advancing the relationship, something like that. So that's what I have for couples. Now, I see a single person. You're single because you literally just broke up with somebody. And you need to make a change in your life. And you know you need to make a change in your life. And your thing is you really want to get comfortable being in your own energy because you're one of these people who, like so many of us, has always been in a relationship. And it hasn't always worked out. And you finally accept the fact, having looked back at so many experiences of it happening for you, at the fact that if you just jump into another relationship, you're going to end up right back where you were before. Nothing will have changed. So you finally resolved to spend some time by yourself. Alright, you've grown up a lot in the different relationships that you've had, but you've literally, they're showing me since you were 16 years old, you've always been dating somebody. And it's like you can look back at yourself and remember when you got into running track and field because of the boy in high school And then you got into hunting and fishing because of that other guy you were dating. And then you got into race cars because of that other guy you were dating. And so you developed all these parts of your personality surrounding who you were dating. And you're more mature now. You're 33 to 46. You fall in that age category somewhere. And you're finally ready to just, fuck, everything about me. You just had this epiphany that everything about you is the way it is because of who you've been with. You're sitting there asking yourself, what do I even fucking like? What do I like? That's what they all liked. And you're realizing like you've become the sum total of everybody you've ever dated. That's a cold piece of information to grasp there about yourself. And so right now you're single because you're like, I need to figure out what I like and who I am and what activities make me happy, not because they make someone else happy. See, all those things that you did enjoy them. It's not that you didn't enjoy them, but the main point of enjoyment was enjoying it with your partner. So you're in this place of discovery. They're saying make it a goal for you to try 2 different things every month. 2 different things. They want you to, I don't know, there's something about some magazine that you look at. It's like it's at your office or it's at work or it's at the doctor's office or someplace that you go. They keep this magazine. And it always has like different activities and stuff like that in there. And they're saying like try 2 different things a month. They said do that for the rest of the year. By the end of the year, you will find 3 things that you absolutely love that you didn't know you love. But as you try them, you find that it's relaxing, it's enjoyable, it even feels meditative, and you want to do it again. And you'll keep doing these things. And then after you've done this for the rest of this 2022, they're saying next year, just be more open to new experiences that others will bring your way. I'm hearing next year, you'll be more open to more experiences that other people will bring your way. You're going to have a great single life. I hear you're going to be single for at least 2 years. You're going to be single for at least 2 whole calendar years. And it's going to be a great period of self-discovery for you. That during this time of being single, you're going to find more stuff that matters to you. And I even see you volunteering for something that you always wanted to do, something because it was on your heart to be of assistance in this way. And I see you doing that now. You've never done it yet. And the way they're showing me is like a soup kitchen type of thing, feeding the homeless type of a thing. So it's some sort of, it might not literally be that. It's definitely not that for all of you, but it's some sort of, like for somebody, I'm hearing children's advocacy group. And I'm hearing for our orphan, there's somebody who your energy came through earlier as an orphan, that you grew up in children's homes and foster care, that you grew up that way. And for you always wanted to give back to those children because, like I said, you made so many changes in your life, and you want those kids to know that they can make changes too. And you've sat with a lot of very hard feelings about your own worthiness throughout your life. And you want to spread the message to these children like they're worthy and they can make everything happen for themselves, no matter who wasn't there for them. Okay, so your energy is coming through really strong. But I see, overall single people, you're recently single because you realize like you don't know who you are. You don't know what you like. And you've become the sum total of all these different parts of your experiences with other people. And you want to know, do I really like fishing and hunting? Do I really like race cars? Am I really into tracking and country? Like, am I really into running like that? And I see that, in this next year, you're going to definitely be figuring out, I don't even fucking like this. I'm just not going to do this anymore. Somebody who's been running on a treadmill is going to start running outdoors, and somebody who's been running outdoors is going to find it much more convenient to run on the treadmill. So whatever that means for you, because I heard that's very symbolic for somebody. Okay. Interesting the way that came through. Now, they want me to go ahead and talk about finances here. They want me to go ahead and talk about finances on this final deck for our reading tonight. And then we'll go into your Alpha and Omega messages. But we're going to talk about finances first. Okay. So let's see, what do we have for you in regards to finances for tonight's Tarot in the Shadows message? Okay. Right now, you have the Five of Pentacles. Well, god dang. Financial strains and difficulties are weighing heavily in your experience. You felt like you never have enough, barely making it. Okay. Where are you headed? Where is this financial situation headed? Where's your financial situation headed? Balance. Right now, you need to get some balance. So you got some financial instability going on. It's coming into a situation of balance. What's going to help you? Because once it's balanced out, it can grow. So with this financial instability, what it's telling me is like, there's some bills that you don't know when you're going to be able to pay them type of shit, right? And there's some debts that you'd like to clear. So it's about clearing out all your debts. Okay, they said go do the homework. Go do the homework that's on the community tab with the I am debt-free and karma clear on all times, space, and dimensions. Go look that homework up. Do that. That's going to help you on a spiritual level. But this is a situation where you're going to be bringing your finances into balance. So once all those debts are paid off and all that stuff, then you'll be able to build. But first, we got to get you stable. Okay. What's here to help you is the Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups. Okay, you have a lot of actual good things going on in your life. That's very helpful for you. If you could put more of your attention on the things, these powerful, you have some really beautiful connections in your experience. Beautiful connections in your experience. Great friends. Your family is doing, you got a lot of love in your family. You got great friendships. It's just finances have been very unstable for you lately. The Authority, we have the Emperor energy at the bottom of the deck. The key word on this deck is power, okay, and it's Aries energy, Emperor energy. So, did your finances get unstable because you in the past were dependent upon your father or upon somebody to help you out? Have your finances been unstable and you've been trusting on government funding to help you get through? In the past, that's been the case, and you might still be there now. I heard the problem with getting caught up with the social services is that, once you start to break free, so that's where it's at. Okay, got it. Thank you. So you could get financial aid, food stamps and all that stuff, and free dental care and all that, as long as you don't make too much money. Where that too much money is not much money at all. So somebody here, you have the shifting point. You're finally off of social services. So you're not using food stamps and all that stuff anymore because you don't qualify for that shit anymore. And it almost feels like you just took a step back because now you have to make all of that with what you do have, but you barely, you just don't qualify for this shit anymore. And you're not like way over it either. You still got debts and all this other stuff. You're trying to clear all this stuff up. They said, don't worry, it's going to happen. But what you do have that's going to be very beneficial is you have great connections in your life. How does the great connections and friendships and all this shit you're talking about have anything to do with helping improve my finances? Because these are people that you can play with and have a good time with and laugh and smile and raise your vibration with. A higher vibration is going to bring a higher income all the time. Raise your vibration. Enjoy and indulge in what you do have. You have so much to be grateful for. That energy of gratitude is going to help create more situations, circumstances that are going to help you bring more finances in. What's the distraction right now? You have the Nine of Pentacles, that you're all on your own. The Fool, that there's nobody in your life. and the Five of Swords, that you have a hard time. So there's something here about, rather than taking pride in doing this on your own and being independent, for you, it's like a fucked up situation. And that's a cross-current vibration. They're saying you need to really be taking a lot more gratitude and pride in being able to pay your bills and being able to take care of your needs, and however the size or the look or the appearance of your home is, that you have a one. You know, that you've got yourself a place to stay, that you do have a job. Maybe your job isn't the ideal job, but it is a job, and it is giving you something here and now. There's something here about, you know, you want more. You want more. But in the wanting of more, you're only creating less if you're doing it from a place of disruption and stress. Wanting more works best when you're in a sincerely grateful and blessed energy. That's why your connections are so powerful here. Because even though it was easier for you before you passed the cutoff of qualifying for food stamps, because, you know, you could use all that extra money to help offset. It's funny how your friends are stepping up. They're not even, it's not like you said, hey, by the way, I don't get food stamps no more, so it's going to be a little tight. No. They're just inviting you. They're just treating you. And they're just spending time with you, quality time with you, doing beautiful things during your free time. You know, and it equals into eating good food, having drinks, good drinks, and fun times and experiences. I see friends that bring you along to events. And, you know, if they're having, well, you're having. Don't feel bad because you can't do the same thing for them right now. They're actually part of bringing that ability to you. They're part of the process of bringing that ability to you. These friends that are so generous to you are part of you learning to appreciate abundance in all of its forms. And the more you can get out of shame and guilt and get into gratitude and appreciation, the faster you'll find your finances climb. Now, the assistance that's coming in for you is that you've heard, literally, this is what I'm hearing, you heard this message and it showed you some places where you've been self-sabotaging, where you haven't been seeing things from the right side of why it's actually in your life. I mean, were you looking at these friends and family or whoever this is that's been being real generous towards you, like, they just fucking pity me because, you know, they all have nicer houses and cars and they have more money than me? No, that's not it. They fucking love you and they think you're awesome. And they don't even know about your financial situation, and they don't give a fuck about your financial situation. They love being in your life, and you are deeply valued and appreciated. That's why these people are so kind and generous towards you all the time. And rather than looking at it like something you have to feel guilty about because, you know, well, you always buy me, well, you always treat me when we go out, I wish I could treat you back, or I'm so sorry that I'm always here like mooching off of you guys, whatever that is. If you're not saying it out loud, you've got a vibe of it in your spirit. That's not helping you right now. See, the universe is abundant, and God knows how to put you in a position where, thank you, where you ain't got to have $1. And if all your friends are millionaire, you still gonna live a millionaire lifestyle, and it's okay. Because there's people who live this way until the day they fucking die. And they'll live that way till the day they die and never have to work a day in their life, and they're okay with it because they're in gratitude and appreciation for it instead of ridicule and self-ridicule and beating themselves up and feeling guilty and shame and all that stuff. You are here to receive, and that's okay for you. And as a matter of fact, like I said, these friends, they're not even knowing because you ain't asking for shit, and they're not doing it. They just move from the heart. Why are they moved from the heart? Because God put it on their heart. Your friend was like, oh, come shopping. This experience has been trying to come out. Your friend is like, come shopping with me this weekend. I need your help picking out an outfit. You're always so good at putting things together. I'll tell you what, you come shopping with me, I'm going to get us both outfits. And there's this part of you that feels like, damn, I wish I could just be like that for them. And you like feel guilt and shame that your friends want to treat you well like this. And to me, this just sounds like crazy. Because when people want to be nice to you, like, just appreciate that stuff and recognize that the universe is giving back to you. It's blessing you, that God has taken care of you and put beautiful people who are generous and kind in your path so that you can see how loved you are. And if you can begin to appreciate that more, you're going to see that your finances, not only are they going to stabilize, which it says that's going to happen anyways, that you're headed to financial stability. You're going to get stabilized, and then it's going to grow, is what they're showing me. Because like they said, it's been rocky lately. It's been some struggles lately. But it's going to come into this point of stable. It's going to come, for some of you, this is going to happen by Sagittarius season. Before this year is over, your debts will be gone, wiped. They said, are you doing the homework? I am debt-free and karma clear on all time, space, and dimension. Amen. Abracadabra. Ashe. All that. It's going to happen, and it's going to happen really fast when it does happen. If you've been in gratitude because you do have friends around who are so generous and kind towards you, and you ain't been feeling guilty about shit, you just been like, thank you, God, I got the best people in my life. I'm living my best life. You know what I'm saying? While you getting your finances together, fucking enjoy that. Enjoy that, because, honey, the message for you is watch how this energy flips come Sagittarius season. You're going to be like, yeah, I finally paid up all my credit cards. I don't know the IRS, no more money, no more. And you're going to be like, now I can stack. Ooh, I'm going to plan a vacation. I heard I'm going to plan a vacation for my birthday next year. Because all that extra money I was paying towards all those bills all this time to get caught up, I don't have to pay it anymore. You're going to have that realization. I don't have to pay all those bills anymore. Now all I have is my car payment and the normal bills. I don't have to pay off those credit cards no more. That's more payments I don't need. I don't have to owe the IRS no more. That's more payments I don't need. Whatever it is, you know. So there's something here about that for you. If it's yours, pick it up and run with it. What helped you during this message today? What part was meant for you? We talked about some interesting stuff in the spirituality, talking about genetic upgrades and, yeah, DNA upgrades and shit. We talked about our family situation. Family situation kind of touched on money too. We talked about a child being very ambitious, ready to go get it, but you concerned because you feel like they're trying to keep up with the Joneses and stuff. You're going to get that handled. And your kid is actually right on paths because your kid is meant to be an entrepreneur. Multi-industry entrepreneur, I hear. Your kid is going to accomplish a lot of awesome stuff. In regards to relationships, the relationship that's been together for a while, for a couple months now, because of a second chance. Take it easy. Enjoy it as it is. Don't start trying to put a bunch of expectations about the future. And if guilt tries to creep up about this person having left somebody else, remember that they didn't fucking leave them for you because you were gone and you didn't even know where they were. You ain't even talked for the last year. Okay? But it is your time, so enjoy your ride. I heard enjoy your ride. Okay? For your single people, honey, remember to go out there and try the different stuff. You will find out who you are. And don't feel bad when you realize, well, damn, I've been thinking I like this all this time. I don't even like that shit. It was just because I was dating that person. Those weren't even my likes. Don't feel bad. You're like a blank canvas now. You can choose to put all the color in your life that you want. And in regards to finances, appreciate abundance in all its forms. Okay? So, with all that, we're going to go into your Alpha and Omega messages. That was a very different session tonight. We have the Lover's card coming out from the Guardian Angel Tarot saying, open your heart. Allow love to grow and bloom all around you. You've waited for this emotionally fulfilling experience for such a long time, and now the time has come. Make your choices by listening to your heart and then following the steps you're guided to take. Joy will lead you to a vibrant and healthy life. And from the postcard from Spirit, what do we have? It says, Dearest you, everything is in divine order. Even in chaos, there is order, and we are always in awe of this. For you, though, on your human journey, things can get disorganized in your mind and physical reality. You need to get rid of clutter, whether it be too many stories in the mind, too many what-ifs, and fearful thoughts of the past or the future. Instead, focus on the now. Empty your mind, clean your house, and throw out any object that tells you an uncomfortable story. Discern what you have, sort, purge, clear, and organize. We want you to have space to fill with something better. Spirit loves a vacuum as it gives space for brilliant new energy. Let go of what is not serving you and give order to what remains. See them and know their value. Your soul needs organization in order to keep your connection to us and to Spirit free of distractions. You are so adored by so many. We hope you really know that. And that is what we have for your Tarot in the Shadows message at this time. So thankful and grateful for your beautiful presence. Thank you for all that you do, for sharing this with somebody. Put that finisher's comment in there. If you heard it, put it in, and I'm a finisher, okay? And give this video a thumbs up so more people will see it, okay? If you appreciated this message, your thumbs up will help ensure that somebody else who appreciates this message finds it. All right. So until next time, sending you so much love and peace and happiness. Kamsahamnida. Gracias. Later, baby. Mwah. That's all, folks.